Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Take Data Engineer. So in this video, I'll discuss top 10 skills which every data engineer must know in 2025. Okay. So earlier there are certain few skills like 2 to 3 skills which every data engineer have the idea and that is good to go in earlier years also. Okay. But nowadays, because of the AI and other advancement, uh, if you are good with only 2 to 3 skills, that is not good enough to crack the interview. Apart from that, you are not good enough to handle the end-to-end data engineering projects also. Okay, so based on the experience, I have listed down top 10 skills which like in day-to-day activity I come across all the top 10 skills which I have listed here. Okay, it's like so if you know all these skills, you don't have to dependent on other team I mean, like suppose you have developed your script and you wanted to run it, you wanted to deploy it, so you don't have to depend on a DevOps team or certain different AI team and all. So I have listed it down here. Okay, so it is not something like if you know these skills, you don't have to depend, but yeah, at least you can do your own things. Okay, it's like dependent, it means like uh, if certain things is doable by AI and collaboration required, then obviously you need to understand their requirement, how data, on what types of data they required, what format data they required, and all. So that things is separate from this concept. Okay, so I have listed it down top 10 skills here. Okay, so I'll start with first advanced SQL and data modeling. So here why this is mattering. So why it matters, because advanced SQL and data modeling, because SQL remains the foundations for querying, transforming and modeling the data efficiency. Okay, so that's why advanced SQL and data modeling is always, so data modeling comes like a star schema, SCD, slowly changing dimension, snowflake schema, how you're designing your model, data model. So that is basic and that is must to know. Okay, and then apart from that, we need to understand the advanced SQL concepts also. Okay, so advanced SQL concepts is also important, like window function, CT, performance tuning, then dimension modeling. So I have already listed it on star and snowflake, data normalization, denormalizations, and then writing modular or reusable SQL, okay, for DBT transformations. So advanced SQL and data modeling is the first things which we need to understand, and we need to be proficient in that. Okay, then other is the cloud data platform. Okay, so now nowadays every company moved to the cloud native. Okay, so most of the data workloads are new to now to cloud native. Okay, so we know there are three big cloud provider like Google Cloud. They are BigQuery, Dataflow, Composer. It's like a Airflow, PubSub. AWS have Redshift, Azure have Synapse, Data Factory, Event Hubs. Okay, so any one of the cloud we should be proficient in that. Now coming to third one is a Python for data engineering. So Python for data engineering also we should be very proficient in that. Okay, why it matters? Because if you're doing any hands-on on ETL like Python Power ETL, orchestrations, automations, or data quality check, you should be very proficient in that. So if you're handling something, data handling things, so you should understand the pandas, PySpark, polars. So if you're doing some API integration, so you need to understand the request, how request is called in Python and all. So automation and scripting for pipeline and unit testing also. So if you're writing your PySpark code, you should be write your unit test also. So unit test is also one of the important things. Okay. So these are the basic things which earlier also every data engineer have the idea, and they are proficient in that, like Python, cloud, and apart from that, advanced SQL or data modeling. So these three things was that is must. Okay. Apart from that, I have listed in a few things also. If you know, that is better for you. Okay. So then fourth is the data orchestrations. So we should understand the orchestrations tool, okay? Because you need to manage complex and dependent data pipelines. So you can learn the tool like Apache Airflow, Perfect, okay? Then we have the big data processing. So big data processing like, so why big data processing matters? Because modern systems process billions of event daily. Okay. So if you talk about the Hotstar, Geo, and all, so these are the applications. They are processing billions or millions of data daily, okay, even daily. So we should understand. So there are two types of data processing. One is the batch, one is the streaming. So batch is old one, but nowadays, lot many companies or lot many like applications are working on the streaming. So we should understand the Apache Spark, Dataproc, Flink, that is for batch processing. And if you talk about the streaming, we should understand the Apache Kafka, Spark, structured streaming, PubSub, Flink. Okay, these both the things. Now coming to one of the most important nowadays, modern data transformation, that is called DBT, Data Build Tool. Okay, because most of the most of the shift happened from ETL to ELT nowadays. Okay, so that's why DBT is very important nowadays. Data build tool, SQL mesh and all. Apart from that, so we should learn this DBT tool and SQL mesh. That is very important. So DBT is not a ETL tool. It is a transforming data in your warehouse like BigQuery, Snowflake and all. So that is very important. If we require some insights from the data, so they will do some transformation on your data, on your web, on your data warehouse, and they will give some insights. Okay. Then the next is the data quality. Okay, so data quality is why it matters. Data quality also because if you are giving the bad data, means you are getting the bad decisions. So that's why this data quality is also matters. So what are the tools? Great Expectations, Shoda, Monte Carlo, Datafold. These are the tools which we should understand and we should learn. Okay. And under the data quality observations and governance, there are certain concepts like data lineage, and then cataloging, schema evaluation, validations, SLA monitoring, data contrast. So data contrast, especially in case of real time. So we should understand each and everything. Okay. Now the eighth is DevOps and CI/CD and data pipeline. So this is nowadays this is more important than earlier. Okay, because why this matters? Because data engineers now deploy code like software engineers. Okay, earlier what they used to do, we used to develop the data pipeline and DevOps team used to deploy. But nowadays we have to do right. So for that we should understand the we don't have to depend on the DevOps team. So we should understand the Docker, Kubernetes, how to create the Docker file, what is Kubernetes, especially GKE or EKS, GitHub Actions, GitHub CLI, infrastructure as a code, Terraform and all. Then we need to understand the Jenkins pipeline, how to build the Jenkins file, monitoring with Prometheus or Grafana or Cloud Native tool. Okay, so these are the tools which we should understand. Okay, so if you are knowing this thing, then we are good to go. Okay, then the next is data architecture and storage system. Okay, so you must. So why this matters? Because you should design the scalable and cost efficient system. So if you are designing the scalable and cost efficient system, then you should understand the lake house architecture. What is the data lake? What is Delta Lake, Apache Iceberg? What is Hoodie? I have already explained this all these concepts in videos. So if you wanted to understand Delta Lake, Apache Iceberg, Hoodie, you can watch that. File format, which file format is best for that? What is which cost efficient? Then partition, clustering, compaction strategy, batch versus streaming design. So this data storage system and data architect design you should understand. Then the 10th is this is the least but most important. Okay, that is the concept. So why it matters? Because data engineers has the bridge between data and AI. Okay, so that's why AI integrations and data ops mindset is important. So we should understand the building feature stores like Fast, Vertex AI, feature store. Okay, then we should understand the enabling LLM data pipelines, how vector stores, how embedding works, data ops automations will AI monitoring, and then using generative AI for data documentations or testing, designing the test case and all. So we should understand this all the concepts. So if I wanted to summarize these things, so I'll summarize this. So if in 2025 as a data engineer, you should know all these 10 concepts. So earlier we used to know advanced SQL data modeling, cloud platform, everyone know, Python and data engineering, everyone know. Okay, and few of them know data orchestration tools also. Okay, apart from that, then big data processing. Okay, these are the tools everyone should know as a data engineer. But nowadays, if you learn the DBT, like modern data transformation, data quality observation and governance, everyone learning the data, big data processing, but they are not learning the data quality observations and governance. They are not learning the DevOps and CI/CD for data engineers, and this data architecture and a storage system, they are not learning how to design the scalable and cost efficient system. And then the nowadays AI integrations, when GenAI comes into pictures, AI integrations and how to develop the data ops mindset. So these are the tools and technology, these are the skills we should know uh, in 2025 to handle the end-to-end data pipeline solution. Okay, thank you, thanks for watching.